I'm WFLA's Amanda Hawley.
And I'm Gene Conrad.
And you're watching Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV.
It is finally here, folks. Sun and Fun is coming to life. We're here looking at all the exhibitions being established, and you can just see things are starting to hum around here. So Lewis, tell us what you're doing here.
We're building the walkways for the people to walk and see the airplanes.
Oh, awesome. Is this your first time at Sun and Fun?
Yes.
Is it? Do you like airplanes?
Yes.
Well, I'm with Robinson Helicopter, and we're just going to be exhibiting some of our helicopters over here in booth. We're going to have an R-22, an R-44, and the Polk County Sheriff's R-66 helicopters.
Oh, wow. So the sheriff's going to be here?
Oh, well, not Grady Judd, but we are going to have a few pilot officers here in booth with us, so please come check us out.
And I heard there was chickens involved today. Can you share with our audience what that's about?
Absolutely. We do have a bird strike activity to try to teach people about the importance of our impact-resistant windshields, and you get to fling some chickens.
I mean, come on. You get to throw chickens? You get to really throw chickens?
Oh, absolutely. And you're going to be throwing it at our windshield to try to learn about the importance of bird strikes.
So we're here to sell our beautiful aircraft, show them off to the public. We'll have 2 Junkers aircraft coming in as well. We're technically part of the D-Moore group, which oversees both of those airplane companies. And, so we're really just trying to showcase what we make here.
We're building the walkways for the...
Your support of Sun and Fun benefits the Aerospace Center for Excellence year-round. With our learning centers, outreach programs, scholarships, and summer camps, ACE is engaging, educating, and accelerating the next generation of aviation professionals.
So I'm here with Jim Gray. Jim is the one who makes all these wonderful signs at Sun and Fun. There's a history here. Some of it's classified, but what I can share with you, Jim, will you share with us a little bit about what your shop does and how long you've been doing it?
Well, I've been here as a volunteer at Sun and Fun for 9 years now, and all 9 years have been in the sign shop here. And so we're not like a full-blown sign shop, but we do cut a lot of vinyl, and we make a lot of vinyl signage that helps get people to the show. Very important on our roadways here to get them on in, and then also to get them out after so they know how to reach and exit and get on out. And of course, every chairman that's around here always has signs that they need in their specific area, and we want to get those, we want to help those chairmen, help their visitors that come on in. And so we do both outside the ground signs and inside the ground signs for the Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo.
Awesome. So what's the inspiration by some of these signs? Because we've seen some pretty funny ones.
Yeah, now you're talking about what we call our cart path funnies.
Yes.
Cart path funnies are designed to just be little funny statements that can fit on a small little sign that we like to put out all along our cart path. And the idea there is really twofold. One is that we want people to have fun, and so they're moving from one place to another. We encourage everybody that is using a cart to use the cart path that keeps them off the main grounds that are heavy pedestrian area in the core. But not only do we want them to slow down, have fun there, but the real key is safety. When there's nothing going on in the woods or whatever, we've seen people really haul because they don't just have a slow golf cart, but they have a faster 4-wheel off-road kind of thing that is going through. No cars, by the way, on the cart path. It's very clearly marked that way. But they move too fast. So we want these funny signage, and we kind of hide some, we stick some on, very visible, but we hide some in the bushes, and we make them kind of look for them and say, hey, where, is there one over there? Let's find that. And we want them to read them and slow them down on that cart path. It's much safer environment if they just kind of move along, but slower. That's what we like.
Well, thanks, Jim. So from the sign shop that makes it all happen, Bobby Giles, Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV.
Flying in to Sun and Fun? Don't forget to download and review the latest NOTAM. Make it a safe trip. And when you get here, stop by the Pilot Welcome Center, located at the island. Before departure, refuel with Sheltair. Have a safe flight to Sun and Fun.
Good morning and welcome to Sun and Fun Live today. I'm Amanda Holly from WFLA News Channel 8. Of course, here with my co-host, Gene Conrad, President and CEO of Sun and Fun.
It's day one. I can't believe we're here.
Day one. How exciting, Gene, for the 51st annual Sun and Fun Fly-In.
Yep. No, it's opening day. We're excited to be here. You know, a special thanks to my crew and all the volunteers. And we're here. I can't believe we're here again doing this, but it's going to be a great day and we're ready to go.
We are kicking it off. On the show today, we have a lot going on. Of course, 30-minute live show for you before the day officially gets started. We've got help if you take pictures, and who doesn't at Sun and Fun. Air show photographer expert Eric Kuna from Kelby One is going to be joining us. Also, Samantha Meadows has details on how you can help the education efforts of Sun and Fun at Thursday night's Bash. We'll look at how we deal with 120 tons of trash.
That's a lot.
Right?
Right.
There was a lot of video of it, too. That is all generated. We're going to look at how we deal with it this week, plus how to stay safe in the heat. Some tips from Lakeland Fire Rescue are coming up. But right now, we want to take a look at our outside camera. It is over at the State for tonight's concert. There is the stage. It is set. We'll have more about that coming up in just a moment.
And for our viewers, please remember to hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment. This is important. We have a goal this week to hit 10,000 subscribers. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do that now. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell too, so you never miss a video or live broadcast from Sun and Fun, so you can see more of us. And so there you go, Amanda. And so what is the latest with the weather today?
It's a little foggy out there
again
foggy this morning. You just saw it on that live picture. But we are talking about the fog lifting at about 10, 11 o'clock, just like it did yesterday. Forecast hasn't really changed since yesterday. Hot is going to be the name of the game this week. Water, sunscreen, hats, and again, the water. But fog lifts today by about 11 o'clock. Sunny. Could be a stray shower this evening. We'll talk about it.
What?
It's just a low chance. It's just a low chance, Gene.
I didn't hear that.
We like a stray shower here or two.
Not during the concert.
No, I think we'll be okay. The air show, though, specifically, folks, lots of sunshine by the time the fog burns off here. Upper 80s, close to 90 this afternoon. Feels like temperatures in the low 90s. That's why I keep saying drink the water.
Yes, water, sunscreen, and hit some shade occasionally.
Yes, and there are some air conditioning spots.
There's air conditioned tents, exhibit buildings, lots of shade.
All right, so Gene, yesterday we talked about chicken chugging. Robinson Helicopters wants to point out the strength of their windshields against bird strikes. We had some fun with it yesterday on the show. I was really curious. So they have a booth with an opportunity to chuck a chicken at the window.
So you visited the fine folks at Robinson to try it. So we have some video here, and oh my gosh, here we are.
To my pleasant surprise, it was not a real chicken.
Yeah.
However, so much fun here. So there's a technique to it, and there's a bullseye and everything, and it's not as easy as it looks. These videos I do pretty well.
Oh, hold on. Where's the chicken?
The chicken is the yellow thing that you see.
Okay.
Maybe we can bring it back
I
up.
don't know. I guess I'd have been a little more impressed with that. I expected some, not real
chicken.
chickens, by the way, but like one of those blow-up rubber chickens or something.
There are bigger chickens over there. Maybe you can throw those.
All right.
It was a fun time. Make sure you go check them out.
Yeah, no.
For sure. All right, Gene, give us the latest on today, opening day.
Yeah. So number one, the concert. Here's some video. The stage it's getting set up today. So they've been working on this for several days, right there in the middle of the Warbird ramp. They do such a great job for us, and it is not snowing.
No.
All right, that is just mist with the fog.
Yeah.
Actually, a little snow would be nice right now. I'll be honest with you. But hey, we're getting ready for the day. We're expecting anywhere from 6,000 to 7,000 people out there today with us, and we kick off at 6 p.m. With Uncle Cracker, and then Tyler Hubbard goes on about 7:30. And also, by the way, and we haven't really talked about this, but there will be flying during the concert as well behind the stage. So we have some cool things that are going to happen.
You left that out.
So we may have some jets during the concert. We may have an airplane with fireworks during the concert as well.
Okay.
So it's not just singing. I mean, there will be some flying elements as well. So
you're going to want the cameras ready.
You're going to want the cameras ready. It's always
The
fun
whole
here
time.
at Sun and Fun. But also down at Sunset Aerial Circus as well. They're flying down there, starts at 7 p.m. and goes to 8:30. So if you're not a concert goer and you don't want to go to the concert, you can go watch flying at Sunset Aerial Circus. But you can watch Sunset Aerial Circus to the south, or you can turn north and watch what's happening over behind the concert as well. So it's a jam-packed day. So
And then
that's gonna be
after
fun.
the main concert, there's a couple more concerts.
Yeah, so I think at about 8:30, maybe 8:45, Angie K will be performing at the Island. So she's an up-and-coming country artist, a pilot as well. And I think we talked about this before, but she's actually going to open for Jelly Roll at Tortuga. So she's on her way to go do that and stopped here to be with us for a couple days. So we're very fortunate there. And then also, as far as music, Thomas Mack at the Island on Thursday night at 8:30, I believe, as well. So it's going to be a great week. Hey, Daily Air Show today, 1 to 5, jam-packed.
That was my
So
next
enjoy.
question. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, the two demo teams are here. The F-35A, they're here. The F-16 Viper demo team. Warbirds today. So we have arrival for the various groups. So the T-6s, the T-34s, the Yak groups. They're all going to be coming in today in formation. So the field's going to fill up really, really
That's
fast.
prior to the air show?
No, that's during the air show, actually. Yeah, they're part of the air show today. And there'll be, I believe there's pyro in the air show today, too. So it'll be a great first day for us. And, again, just sunscreen, water, take care of yourselves, and let's get ready for a good evening as well.
All right.
So,
I'm excited.
awesome.
All right, let's do it. So next up, if you want to take better pictures this week at Sun and Fun, because we all know we're going to have our cameras in the air the whole time, but if you want to take better pictures this week, stay with us. Expert air show photographer Eric Kuna will be here with us with tips for your camera, and not just big cameras either, but from an iPhone to an Android to a big digital camera as well. Plus a look at emergency operations at Sun and Fun and how to prevent heat injuries this week at Sun and Fun, as Sun and Fun Live today continues.
Here we go. The opening day concert event returns to Sun and Fun. Get ready for Tyler Hubbard of Florida Georgia Line featuring Uncle Cracker. Turn up the fun with 51. Tuesday night, April 1st, with Tyler Hubbard of Florida Georgia Line featuring Uncle Cracker at Sun and Fun. The Sun and Fun mobile app is here. Navigate Sun and Fun from the palm of your hands. Access the daily schedule, make your own itinerary, and get around with our interactive mobile maps. Get the Sun and Fun mobile app now in your app store.
Welcome back to Sun and Fun Live. Today, we want to remind you to help us spread the word about this live stream. Remember to leave a comment and use the hashtag SNF25. Mash that thumbs up button, plus hit subscribe. We have a goal of 10,000 subscribers this week alone, so please subscribe now. Here's another look outside on the Warbird ramp. Again, it is a live picture out there, a little foggy, but it is a beautiful morning here on the Sun and Fun campus. It is going to clear out, at least the fog right now, keeping temperatures a little nice.
And when you're here at Sun and Fun, you see lots of people in flying t-shirts holding cameras.
Yeah.
But taking great photos of this week's events does not require being a professional. I don't know about that. I mean, I try really hard, but anyway. So hey, we have air show photographer Eric Kuna from Kelby One joins us now with quick tips for better Sun and Fun photos. Good morning, Eric. Thanks for being here with us today.
Thanks for having
and thanks
us.
for being a great partner with us.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We love Sun and Fun.
You've got 3 things to talk about today.
Yep,
It's not just big cameras, it's
Yes,
phones as
this
well.
is definitely something that anybody can do. I mean, there's just things you need to know. There's limitations that you're going to have, right? So the big camera, you're just going to get closer to it. Like this is a game of a telephoto game. But what I love about an air show, the first thing is, it's the great equalizer. Most events that we cover, right? Are going to be the access is going to matter, right? But at an air show, everybody's on a level playing field, and that's what's great about it, right? So we want a level playing field. The next thing is we want that telephoto range, right? So getting really tight. So that's no matter what camera you have here, because I can go down to my iPhone or my Android, we want that largest number. So that number that you're gonna have. So at the bottom of the screen, you're gonna have a little number. It's gonna say like 1x, 2x. Some of us will have 5x, we want that 5x. Some of us, Samsung, you might have a 10x. We want that 10x, that's gonna get us closer to the action. With bigger cameras, what we want is that millimeter number to be higher. So that 400 millimeter, or in this case, 800 millimeter, this just lets me shoot longer. You gotta wait for the action to come to you with these cameras, right? So we wanna wait for the action. And then the last thing that we really wanna focus on is snapping quick shots, right? Bursts. And this easy on these ones, because they're set up modes, but what a lot of people don't know is on your cell phone, it's easy too. You just have to know how to do it. Right? A lot of people shooting with their cell phone, they're tapping. If you, like on an iPhone, if you tap the shutter button and then slide to the left, it'll take bursts. And it'll take bursts up to like 30 frames per second.
Are we taking notes on this?
Right,
Someone needs to be writing this down.
On Android, same thing. Samsung, you click, scroll down, it's going to do that same burst mode, right? So we want those bursts. The other thing we want to do is we're shooting, no matter what device, when we're doing that burst, is pan through the action, right? So we're following through. So you don't want to like stop and click. You want to be clicking as you're moving because it's all about that action. That's the thing with an air show. It's all about the action and getting that action together. So the only thing that these cameras do is they make it to where I can shoot longer and shoot farther away. You just got to wait a little longer for these things to come up closer to you.
Okay, so that is pictures. What about video?
Video
is that better?
Video is the same thing, right? Video, you just want to get to those telephoto ranges and then follow through with the action. These things are great for video, especially the cell phones because they're stabilized, right? They have these stabilization in them. So we want to just do that stabilization where we're moving through the shots.
Okay.
So you're doing some classes this week, so tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we've got classes. So tomorrow we're with Aviation Week. We're doing a class on how to win awards at air shows, right? So that's going to be in the library here in the museum. And then at the press center on Thursday morning at 10 a.m., we're doing a class about creative air show photography. Things that you can do that's different so you can kind of like just have a different edge to your photos.
So I just got to tell a quick story. So my dad he loved, taking photos and all that. So when I was a kid and we're up at Air Venture and growing up at air shows, I was always carrying his camera bag and I was like, always complaining and stuff. And unfortunately, he passed away in 2005. He would be blown away by the technology in these cameras now.
It is amazing.
And the ability and what
amazing.
these things
These
can
cell
do.
phones have become amazing. And honestly, over at our site, kelby1.com, we teach on everything, all this stuff, including the cell phones. So if you want to go deep into the cell phones or deep into your more advanced camera, we have everything covered.
Well, that's something people need to pay attention. Go to Kelby One. Is it
kelby1.com
and check that out. I'm going to go do that because I want to be a better phone photographer because I'm in areas where I can take some pretty cool shots.
And for your Sun and Fun viewers here, we did open it up to where they can. You usually we have a subscription where you can subscribe, but you can buy an individual class. It's like $30 for an individual class. Sun and Fun viewers, if they go onto our site, kelby1.com/redeem, enter the codes SNF25, they'll get our beginner's airshow guide to photography for free.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
that is awesome. Y'all better pay attention to that. Pick up on that one.
You're going to say it one more time? What was the code?
So it's kelby1.com/redeem to redeem a code, and then SNF25.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eric. We really appreciate you being here.
Appreciate
Have a
it.
great week,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you out there.
Thank you for the
All right.
tips, and
Thank
make sure you
Awesome.
go check them out at the seminars.
That is good stuff right there.
All right. Well, it is no secret that we expect big crowds this week at Sun and Fun. Hopefully record crowds, right?
Yes, we're working on that. We're up 20%, by the way. Oh, yeah.
All right. It will be hot out there, though, for us. And our own Bobby Giles talked to a Lakeland Fire Rescue firefighter at the SNF Emergency Operations Center yesterday. We are going to get some tips on how to survive and stay safe out there.
Bobby Giles here with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV. Today we're with EMS, and we're going to talk about what kind of fun stuff they do to keep the public safe and what you can do to keep yourself safe. And today I'm with Jerry. Jerry?
Yes, sir.
I want you to share with the public what a day in the life of being a firefighter is. So the first question I have for you is, what training did you go through to get here?
One of the first things that you do is you'll go to EMT school, which covers a lot of medical bases, anything from pediatrics to adults. It's about 3 to 4 months of training, and then go into fire standards, which is another 3 to 4 months of training, which is pretty vigorous.
So will you share with our audience a little bit about what you would want them to do here at Sun and Fun to stay healthy? What are concerns that you guys have for the general public that they could, do a better job of preparing for?
One of the biggest things that we do here is tell everybody to hydrate. It's going to be hot out. It's going to be anywhere between 80 to 90 degrees during the week. So just make sure you drink plenty of water, Gatorade, and keep hydrated.
And if you guys had an emergency, what's your typical response time?
Out here during a plane crash, we have to be less than 3 minutes.
3 minutes,
Yeah.
okay. And what's the most common type of ailment you guys expect to see this week?
Medical calls, mainly people falling out from lack of hydration.
Like heat stroke?
Yep.
Or
Yes.
okay. So Jerry, will you share with our audience a little bit about what type of stuff, what type of equipment is on this truck?
Sure. First most, its primary function of this vehicle is for aircraft rescue. So when there's a fire that happens or a plane crashes, the turrets, what they'll do is a fireman will come out, they'll send the truck out, and these turrets will activate, and they'll put out anywhere between 350 to 750 gallons per minute of water. They have a lower turret and an upper turret, depending on what style attack they want to use.
And so any other equipment not related to fire specifically, but like maybe entering doors or other equipment that's on this particular rig?
Sure. So we have some jaws of life, what people like to call it. We just call it simply spreaders. But we'll go in there and open up a door or window or whatever we have to do to make access to the airplane.
Excellent. And so last question would be, what do you feel like the public needs to do if they have an emergency? What steps should they take?
Well, one of the first and obvious steps you should take is definitely call 911. But if there's a chance where you don't have a cell phone, there's always event staff around. You'll see orange vests, people with radios. Look around. They're everywhere. Reach out to them and talk to them.
And as far as, there have been any calls that stick out in your mind as something that turned out on a positive or any experience you've had that kind of surprised you in terms of what the result was?
Maybe not medical wise, but as far as personal wise, being in the fire service, being able to help out the community. One of the things that we've done as a firehouse or a fire department is I was part of helping out a little kid that didn't have a bicycle, or he did have a bicycle but didn't have a seat. So I went to the house and fixed up one of my kids' old bicycles and gave it to him.
So can you cook?
I can cook. Matter of fact, I'm the only cook.
Oh, ladies, are you single?
No.
Oh, sorry, ladies, he's taken. Well, anyway, we appreciate you taking the time to meet with us today and talk to us. So thanks again. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Bobby Giles, Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV.
Thanks for that report, Bobby. Next up, as Sun and Fun Live today continues, Samantha Meadows is going to tell us how you can support the aerospace education efforts here with a big event coming up Thursday night.
Feeling overwhelmed by your finances? Estate planning, rising inflation, it can feel overwhelming.
I came in here and it was just like, need help. What to do with all this?
At WealthMD, we simplify the complex. No more unanswered calls or uncertainty.
Usually every time I came in, it was a pleasant surprise. The accounts going up.
We give you a path forward for every stage of life. WealthMD, your future made clear.
Car buying should be simple. That's why at Mazda Lakeland on US Highway 98, 1 mile south of the Parkway, we price our cars, not our customers. As part of our Buy Smart, Be Happy promises, we clearly mark our vehicles with our best price first, saving you time and money. All our sales associates are commission-free, and with a 5-day, 300-mile money-back guarantee, you can buy a car with ease and confidence. Visit us at MazdaLakeland.com today.
Buy smart, be happy.
Wow.
It doesn't have to be complicated to be cool. Simple is cool. With the G7, everything is in reach.
Pilots, have you picked up your Fly in Style card? Get yours at the Pilot Welcome Center. It's free. Get access to deals and exhibitor discounts with your card. Go to flysnf.org for complete details.
Welcome back, and thank you for sticking with us on Sun and Fun Live today. As we take another live look outside, we should have a pair of F-35s out there.
Oh yeah, look at
Some
that.
buzz in the skies yesterday. They are going to be taken to the skies this week as well. So this is another reminder here. Give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and use the hashtag SNF. Again, goal of 10,000 subscribers this week. We will reach it.
Yes, we will. We better. Or the crew back there, anyway, I'll just let that go. Anyway, Amanda, our next guest is on my team. Samantha Meadows will share information about the bash coming up this Saturday, or actually it's Thursday night. There you go. See, I'm reading a teleprompter, but I know it's not Saturday. It is Thursday. So go ahead.
Thanks for joining us, Samantha. Tell us a little bit about the bash. When is it? What is it? And why is it so important to this week?
So it's Thursday. It's Thursday evening, 6 o'clock.
Yep.
We are selling tickets. We are getting close to being sold out. So if you want to come, we definitely want you to buy the tickets. We will be doing our auction that will start at 6 o'clock. Food will start. Then we're going to do silent auction items. We have a really cool arrival experience when you get in. It's a nice little live silent auction area. You walk into the room, and then we're going to have like all the fun stuff in there. And then some of our auction items we have the Titan Aerobatic Team Panchito. We even have breakfast with breakfast with Sheriff Grady Judd.
Grady Judd.
So that's like super exciting. And then the Jacksonville Jaguars, we have that. We have golf outing. We have just some really cool stuff.
That's TPC golf outing, right?
Yeah,
yes.
TPC.
That's awesome.
a big one. Yeah.
Yeah, when we've been talking about this stuff, like I've been sitting in some of these meetings, I'm like, oh, well, I may probably bid on that one.
Yeah, so, and it's really important. We have been working on this since last year's bash. We started immediately as soon as the air show was over last year. We've been working on it. It is for our Aerospace Center for Excellence. It's
so a lot of what we're going to raise money for this year is specifically for our exhibit improvements in the Florida Air Museum. So we are going to, and we've talked about it in Sun and Fun Lives before. We've talked about the pavilion upgrades, and then what we're going to do to the museum as well. So that's what we're going to be raising money for this year. So it's going to be for a great cause, obviously, but it's going to be a great night. And I know there's a special guest coming to do some acoustical playing of the guitar and singing.
Thomas Mack.
Thomas Mack will be there with us starting at 6 o'clock playing for us before he goes and plays at the Island Thursday night.
That's our new fun edition. We added that a little bit later, which was exciting. So I was really excited about that. So we're excited. We're just really excited.
Yeah, and
for
so
the
where
event.
can people go to get tickets? I mean, I know there's only so many left, but where can they
Yeah,
go?
they need to go online to the flysnf.org. Go there and get the bash, is what it's called.
Yep.
So
awesome.
We call it a party with a purpose.
Party
right?
with a purpose.
That's right.
That's
All
right.
the proceeds, all the benefits, they go toward what we're working toward this year, that new Air Museum. Yes, we did show some video earlier this year on our countdown to Sun and Fun. You can, of course, find that on our YouTube, on our prior YouTube pages there and our prior YouTube videos. It's really cool.
Yeah,
so
it'll be lots of fun. So
we have a goal, and we want to meet it.
Awesome. Well, Sam, we appreciate all you do
Thank
for
you.
us.
Yeah.
I know she's got to go run out of here because she's got so much other stuff to be doing, but
Yes.
we appreciate it, and we look forward to everybody joining us Thursday night. And thank you to you and your
It's a fun
team for
time.
putting
Thank
it all
you.
together.
Thanks for being here, Samantha.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it. All right. If you have been to Sun and Fun in the past, you'll notice our grounds stay remarkably clean. And this is no small part due to a group of volunteers whose sole job is picking up the trash. More than 120 tons of it. Bobby Giles has this report.
This is Bobby Giles with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV. With me is Jeremy Brown. We're here at the Raiders trash service.
Yeah.
The best way to describe it. And this is part of the reason why Sun and Fun is kept so clean. If you've paid attention, you'll notice there's no trash anywhere. The trash gets picked up regularly. This team does it. So I wanted to introduce Jeremy, talk a little bit about what they do. So Jeremy, let me start off with, how many people are volunteers with your team?
We have close to 80 here this year. We've been over 100 at some times, but a lot of our crew is older crews, so we're trying to recruit younger ones. A lot of the trash cans are heavy and, need some strength there.
Yeah. So how many years have you personally been doing this?
This will be 31 for me.
Oh my goodness.
I started out when I was in 8th grade. I was on spring break over in Hillsborough County. Was on my roof watching airplanes. I didn't live about a mile from here, so we were on the approach end watching the airplanes. My mom saw a volunteer ad in the paper, brought me over, and I started out with school tours. And then the afternoon I was with the Raiders, and I haven't left.
Oh, that's so awesome. So you have some volunteers of all ages, young kids. What's the oldest volunteer you have?
The oldest one here was 91. 91's our oldest. Our youngest is 7, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, so they don't get on the trailers as much. They help do picking with the little grabbers, just for safety reasons. But
yeah, not too heavy. So how much trash do you guys think you pick up a day during the heart of the air show?
During the heart of the air show, it could go anywhere from probably 5 ton a day to our heaviest days being on Wednesdays and Saturdays, 10 ton.
Oh, wow.
I think during the whole week, we're probably 120 ton of trash.
And you guys started, you've already started. You guys are already working. The air show starts on Tuesday,
right,
but you guys are already out there working.
That's right. So most of our crew gets here about midweek prior to the start. A lot of them are here a week after for post cleanup. But the Raiders don't really just do the fly-in. We have, we're Sun and Fun, so there are lots of other events that go on out here year-round that we're out here for. So we have a handful of crew, probably 20 that are local, that come out and do all the different events here at Sun and Fun. But the majority of them come from, a lot of them are out of state. So those come in midweek prior, and then they stay the week after.
Okay. So in case you've enjoyed this air show and you notice that there's no trash left overflowed like other big venues, this place is amazing. You won't find trash cans overflowing here. Even Oscar the Grouch would be proud to live in these trash cans. Bobby Giles, Sun and Fun, Aerospace Expo TV.
Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah.
All right.
He'd be proud. Just so you know, all of that video was shot yesterday, and the air show hadn't even begun yet. So they do a phenomenal job at keeping our grounds clean, along with all of our volunteers.
And they do. We love our Raiders.
Yeah.
They do such a phenomenal job. And to your point, we start today, but we started a week ago. right? And they're out here doing great things for us, keeping the site clean. You know, and then Jeremy talked a little bit about what they do the rest of the year. So all these other events that we have here, all the 51 other weeks out of the year, Pig Fest, for example, great community event here in Lakeland. They're out there helping with those events as well. They do an awesome job, and we love our volunteers and our Raiders.
Big shout out to them, and of course, again, all of our volunteers. All right, let's get one last check of that forecast for today. It's going to be hot. Yes, it is a little foggy out there right now. You like the fog, I know, because it keeps the temperatures down from warming up too quick, but hey, we'll probably hit 90 today. It is going to be a light breeze today, a little breezier Wednesday and Thursday, so we'll be watching for that.
Hey, and you all enjoyed day one. Again, I cannot even believe we're here doing this again. Here we are. Hey, and by the way, we are turning up the fun at 51.
We are.
We want you all to have a great time. Don't forget the concert tonight at 6 p.m., but have a great day and be safe out there and drink plenty of water.
Gotta give one last reminder. Download the app, the Sun and Fun app on your phone. It is gonna help you out. There's a ton of stuff to do. There's a map with a locator on there so you can find out where you are on our big campus. Excited for the first day. It is gonna be a fun 6 days.
We're ready to kick this off.
Yeah, we're just getting started. Gene, we're going to be back tomorrow, and we're back, of course, every morning at 9 a.m. right here. Tomorrow, longtime airshow performer Manfred Radius is going to be joining us. We're going to also talk to the boss at Sun and Fun, who's responsible for moving airplanes around, Wayne Harris, and we'll also discuss students and their role in helping to make Sun and Fun possible. Eric Crump is going to be joining me as my co-host tomorrow.
Sorry, I have other duties tomorrow, so I will miss you all, but I'll be back on Thursday.
Yeah, you're kind of a busy guy, so I get it. But remember, subscribe this channel, like us, share us with your friends. It really does help us spread the word about Sun and Fun. Have a fantastic first day. We'll see you tomorrow.